Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Centaur no Nayami, episode 3. Now this, I had said that the story wasn't very strong in the first two episodes. This was a lot better. It was a lot funnier, just a lot better in general. It felt more like what you would expect from a slice of life, I guess. Whereas before, it was like short slice of life type stories, but like, it was weird. It was almost... I don't even know how to say it, but it was almost like so split apart that it was just like various scenes thrown together and it didn't have any central connection. But this felt like it had that connection to me. And just in general, the stuff that went on was a lot more impactful, a lot more telling for the characters, just better in about every way. Animation was also pretty good. But either way, let's talk about it from the beginning. So we start off with, I believe her name was Shino, was the lolly horse. So we have the lolly horse now, Hime's cousin. And really, I loved their relationship. The relationship was so cute, felt like cute, realistic, really heartwarming. Like the whole episode really was really this heartwarming family vibe, both with Hime and Tama and their families. So then we see Angel, or I know her name is like Mitama, I think, but Hime just calls her Tama, so I'm just going to stick with that because it's easier to remember. So Tama has 3 Neko emotos, and I love how they all call Hime the Big One-chan. Angel, really, Tama was such a good big sister. Like, I loved her through this episode, and she went from a character that, from the first 2 episodes, I was like, I know nothing about her, to really, really liking her, possibly one of my favorite characters at this point. Then, I love, of course, when they're at the park, and she's like, no, once you're adults, you don't kiss other girls. And then the lesbians show up, of course. I'm like, oh, of course. Every episode, the black-haired the black-hair version of Kyoko, the lesbian version, shows up. But I ended up, after all of this, and then seeing, once again, Hime and Tama and their siblings, and then Hime and Shino going back home, I really started loving the characters. Because before I liked the characters, I said the characters and setting were really, really good. The story just needed to catch up. But this made me like the characters so, so much more. Like I said, it just felt really cute and realistic. And it looked like just a look into their lives if this was how the world was. Starting the second half of this, though, they show Maho Shoujo Pretty Horn. Yay, I want to see more of that, but I love how it was pretty much propaganda. We keep seeing things like this background of where society is like, I don't know what to call it other than, like, a bunch of people have said super SJW society, and that's kind of what it is. Like, I loved how they were all talking about, law, ethics, and like the magical girl was the magical girl of law, ethics, and democracy, instead of what you would normally see like love or hope or peace. It was law, ethics, and democracy. I remember that. Or there was another example of it, saying that the majority rule wasn't good. You needed to they needed to have like a complete consensus. They couldn't decide things by majority vote. Except in special cases, I guess, and Tama was kind of a maverick for doing so. So it was really, really interesting to see this society panning out like this. And it makes sense. I think it's sort of like a shot at realism, showing that if the world did end up like this, animals having 6 limbs, humans evolving into all these different races, there would obviously be more racism because there would be more difference in the races. If we have racism in the real world when our differences are very, very small, imagine having huge differences, basically. And sort of going into how that would change government and society, I think it's a bit interesting. And like even the little things that try to add realism to this world and how things would be different would be like how Tama's father, when we see him, how his glasses are made to go up around his head, and it's like, why would that make sense? And it's because he doesn't have ears to hold them up down there. He has the cat ears at the top of his head. So just thought that was really cool. Also pretty cool how Tama's mother presumably was an angel folk, I believe is what they called them. So that's what her and Sue are. But then her dad is, or no, Sue was actually angel with cat ears, so she's kind of like a combination between the two. Yet the three, what'd she call them? The three cheese were the sisters, the triplets. They were all cat people, and Tama is an angel person. So it's very interesting how genealogy worked there, where only one of 5 kids was like a mix between the two. But then at the second part, Tama leaves the Nekos behind to take care of baby Sue, and I thought that was sketchy stuff, because they say that they're kindergartners. I guess it's different culture. But I thought it was so funny where they're like, can we call one friend? And she's like, fine, and they all passed the phone around a bunch. They ended up calling 6. I also love the stuff at the school where we see Tama's family, Tama putting family before anything else. I think that said a lot for her character and everything, and I like that backstory for her. Only negative I'd have, probably for the whole episode really, was a just good, pretty good episode, really fun, and I actually really, really liked it a lot. One negative that keeps coming to me is the girl that played with Sue was apparently a ghost. I don't like, if it was just one of their friends, I think that would have been really cool and cute and felt realistic. And I know I'm talking about realism in a show with angels and cat people and stuff, but just throwing in a ghost out of nowhere when it seems like even to them ghosts seem unbelievable. If you already have unbelievable stuff as normal, why throw in things that seem unbelievable to us as unbelievable to them? I don't see the point of it being a ghost, and I didn't really like that. But yeah, the episode as a whole was really funny. I thought it was funnier than the previous two. Really cute, really heartwarming, and it told us a lot about the characters. I liked how the everything felt unique and fun. The relationships were so well done, and in general, I do love stuff like this, and I hope the story can continue on with this, more in the school life and everything, of course, is what we're probably going to get as well. And just keeping the sort of feeling that it had this episode, I think it'd be really great. Not that the first 2 episodes were bad, because they weren't. Just that I thought this one was better by a good margin. Now, I was struggling if I wanted to give this an 8 or not, but I don't think I'm going to quite put it there. I'll give it 7.75, because just below an 8. 7.75, lolly horses out of 10. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video, and comment down there too. Tell me what you thought of this episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it, and all of that. Subscribe for more Centaur and Nayami, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. That is it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.